champion of champions.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Champion of Champions tour. We just saw a very, very close first game that honestly was pretty exciting. A 16-14 win for Los Cogutos in the first map. They then choked it, went to overtime. They lost it in the second, and then an awesome comeback from 10-4 down to win the third as well. They won at 16-12. It was pretty convincing. Now we move into our second series of the day, and as I said before, it's going to be one that should be close. It should be contentious. It should be an exciting one. It's the Static versus AURORA Young Blood. Now, Static obviously quite an established roster with some decent players and some players with decent experience behind them. Whereas on the other side of things, they're not lying when they say young blood. You've got some real young players there. I'll touch upon that in a moment. So Patty, Nodios, Queenix, Kraugen, and Salazar in on this Static roster with Coach Snappen in there as well. As I say, these guys are just fantastic. Queenix is kind of your man to look out for, I guess. He's got the highest rating on the team, but Nodios is also absolutely fantastic. He's rocking super high ADR, as is Kragan, so their impact that they have in the rounds, in fact, just the three of them, Nodios, Queenix, and Kragan, are all absolutely fantastic, and sort of just shy of the 80 ADR mark, which is pretty fantastic. Over on the other side of things, though, yeah, AURORA Youngblood are a team with an average age of about 18, I think, which is pretty wild. I know it's an academy roster, right? But you do find a lot of these academy rosters, they're not really an academy roster. They got a couple of young players, but they've always got like a veteran that comes in and IGLs and whatnot. But actually, these guys are just fantastic. They've got a couple of super talents. Easy, 19 years old, and he's been farming recently. He's been playing very, very well and putting up big numbers against big teams too. So really sort of taking the scene by storm a little bit. But Blixie, yeah, he's 17 years old. 17 years old, which is just wild to be playing at this level of Counter-Strike at that age. So yeah, Blixie, easy. Malinov, Shigio, and Blue White with Coach Pixel in there as well. Pixel, a player, or an ex-player with lots of experience that can definitely sort of be translated into these young players and sort of nurture them into becoming the next big professionals, which is quite exciting, to be honest. I think that's something to look forward to for these guys. If they're playing at this kind of level now, they've all absolutely got potential futures, potential careers ahead of them. So yeah, I think this is quite an exciting roster moving forward. We'll take a look at vetoes. They're not up on HLTV yet, but we should have them ready for you. There they are. Mirage and Nuke banned out first then. Overpass picked in by Static, or a Youngblood with Vertigo. And then as the third and final decider, we end up with Ancient after Inferno and Anubis are banned out. So no wild cards here, to be perfectly honest. Overpass was one that we were sort of expecting to see. Or a Youngblood, they permaban Nuke, which is Static's best map at the moment. So we weren't going to be seeing Nuke. So yeah, Overpass, one that both teams play. They've got decent results on. Vertigo, it's a bit of a funky one actually that Static have let that slip through because they've not done very well on it recently at all. They lost to Orcs 16-8 and then 22-20 in double OT against 0-0 Nation. That was both in Pinnacle Cup 5 back in August. They haven't played it since then. So Vertigo could definitely be an awkward one if AURORA Youngblood sort of get off to a good start. They've beat some good teams on it recently. We just saw Los Cogutos sort of pull off a bit of a masterclass there. And these guys beat Los Cogutos 16-7 just a few days ago. Some other big names, Falcons, Havu. Yeah, these guys are farming right now, and they could definitely cause a bit of an upset. We're going to be ready to jump into the game, though, so here we go. Brought to you by our partners at 1xBet. If you do want to place a bet on this game or any other here in the Champion of Champions store, make sure you head over there to do so. Use code CCT or cct.gg/1xbet. You see it at the top there underneath those odds, and you get a €130 deposit bonus if it's your first time, which is awesome. Gigio gets the early info. He'll fall right back. Lovely opening headshot. Queen X following up as well. Malinov. Okay. A good start for a Youngblood. This is their opponent's pick as well, so getting the pistol round would be fantastic. Blixie follows up with one more. That's the bomb drop. They confirm the last man's in toilets, and they don't even need to fight him. They can just sit put. Stay put, not sit put. Sit tight, stay put. Bit of a mix of the two. No, Dios. Lovely flick onto the second. Still 40 seconds to work with here, so this is a possibility. As he continues to jiggle, spots one man. Blue-white's just going to drive by. Beautiful stuff. First on the board then for Youngbloods. Big stuff. Damn good start to the round. Eco here for a static. Of course, no bomb plant in the pistol round, so not a lot of justification to buy in this one. Malinov just jump spotting. Doesn't see anything there either. So it's just Glocks hoping to get a kill or two out of this, and maybe a bomb plant, and actually tapping in the digits. Fair play to them. They've managed to get the plant down. Salazar with a kill onto Blue-White as well, so only Malinov is yet to fall. 2 on the board, though, for Youngbloods, and yeah, they rack up a fair bit of cash from the SMGs. They will allow a static onto a strong buy here, though. That bomb plant gives them an extra $800, so we will see the AKs out. Probably not an AWP. I mean, Patty could buy one, and he's yet to invest, so maybe... No, okay. Rifles all round. Util to go with it. Easy's got himself an AWP, which is interesting. But 3 players still playing bonus. 2 UMPs and an MP9, a funky one. It is strange to see the UMPs as well. We do see them more and more often nowadays. I think pros are realizing, not that it's been buffed or anything, but that it's very situational, and in certain situations it's very, very good. It has a lot of stopping power. Does good armor pen as well, more than the MP9. Arguably better against buy rounds like this, and there's a good example of it. Look how quick that UMP just ripped through the Kevlar. Oh wow, they're just looking unchallenged right now. Malinov finally drops, but that's all we're actually going to see so far. The Frog AK. I was talking about it the other day, last time I covered ECSTATIC. I'm a big fan of it. I used to have Frog Glock. They lend it out to loads of pro players. It appeared in majors, blast events, ESL Pro League. Went all around the block. Nice kill from Shigio. And Blixie trades right back. So 3-0, keeping 3 players alive and actually swapping out those SMGs for the AKs as well. The CT side are looking buffed up, and they didn't lose any on plant or anything like that. And therefore, there's just no real money here for the T's to work with. shots popping through. Well enough, just patient. Holding for someone to get aggressive. Just up against these pistols, knows that he doesn't have to be the man to make the first move. Easy. Force right back from Shigio, but oh, it's messy from the back lines. The T's actually coming out on top. Salazar doing all the heavy lifting. 3 kills found from it. The pistols aren't needed. Queenix upgrades into the AWP. And a man advantage here for ECSTATIC. The bomb goes down. Queenix on the angle. Fast to the shot. Blue, white. Just to take a step back. Oh, wow. The 4-man boost. Salazar trying to get a sight line early on into heaven. I'm actually not the biggest fan of this boost, if I'm honest. Oh, wow. They're going for a boost the other way as well. This is pretty perfect for blue-white. Botched Molly hits the train, so going to have to wait a minute, but there is one coming, so just stay patient on the angle. There we go. Sees Nodios' shadow, spots his feet. Nodios, as soon as he drops down, he's dead. Pops a flash over. Blue-white has to be careful, but there it is. 3B kill. It will give him the information. There's 3 stacked up on the B-bomb site. But yeah, the reason I don't like that 4-man boost is because you give up so much early control, right? As a T, you kind of inherently have the opportunity to contest the short control and things like that. The second that you put an AURORA up there, unless you're pretty confident that you're going to catch someone dropping out of heaven, you can do it super quick. And then the second that you don't see someone drop out of heaven, you just get right back off of it. If your opponents spot you, if you miss the shot or something, and the CTs are just going to push up, they're going to take playground control, they're going to take short control, and you kind of lose the round off of the back of just giving up the information that you've not left your spawn yet. And there we go, absolute crunch. Aura Youngbloods picking up all of the frags. They take 1 casualty in the form of Shigio. And ECSTATIC trailing once again, of course. A bit of money behind them. They've got the loss bonus. Kragan and Patsy. Haven't got too much to work with. Spams in. Easy just on the angle. Taking it easy. Natty low on health. Nate comes over. It's not going to affect him, but it tags down his teammates even lower. And now there's 3 of them that are a one-hit headshot from the A1S. In fact, make that 4. Kraken's on 84 points of health too. Good flashbang though. No spot out blue-white. Blixie can't follow up with anything of his own. Just damage. And for Malinov and Shigeo, it's a shame because this is pretty doable on the basis that everybody's desperately low on health. With his teammate falling, Malinov has to back away here. It's going to be another round that goes the way for Static. So bomb goes boom, AK carried across 4-2, and yeah, at least ECSTATIC are starting to pull something back into this. Perhaps the start of better things to come. Spots in. Malinov not spotting anything earlier. I love this from Easy. On for the Zeus. There it is. Picks up the AK. Can't quite get another. But his teammates will swing and do damage to go with it. So a 3v3. An opportunity for a second rifle to be retrieved. There it is. Blue White grabs it. Bams through. This one hell of a round from the CT side. The fact they've actually got rifles out of this is unbelievable. Salazar, bad timing to pull out the molly. Luckily his teammates there to recover things. Queenix with one more. And that's good. That's a good little recovery. They've done well there to not fall victim to what was effectively an eco round. It all kicked off with a Zeus kill. Queenix hears him stomping around as he falls back. Can't quite get the kill. He's not expecting Easy to come in from under. Fair play to him. Found a massive kill. Malinov posted, M4 in hand. Big headshot from Kraken. Puts it back into a 4-on-4, but the HP doesn't quite do it justice. What a shot from Malinov. A tiny slither of a gap that he's working with, and he somehow hits the head. Kraken tag down low. Now it's a pretty even scenario. Blixie. Behind the APC, Nodios going to start to work forward. A little bit of crossfire, but now broken. And Blixie he gets eliminated as well. It isn't really a crossfire, right? They're not actually covering each other there, so it allows the T's to take these individual gunfights, and they win both 1-for-1s, so there's nothing really to get out of it. 4-4, scoreline will tie up. ECSTATIC definitely looking better. So back down to no money here for the CTs. It's just pistols around blue-white's saved M4A4. Chance for him to maybe do some damage with this hero rifle, but the likelihood is that ECSTATIC should be able to take the lead here. A little bit of early damage dealt onto blue-white as well, which doesn't do him any favours. I love the attempt at the boost again. The issue is there's actually no one here towards the A site. That's where ECSTATIC are heading. Malinov eventually on the rotation, jump spot, sees them. The issue is they're a little bit too close, and unless he can hit the head of Queenix, then they are going to get overrun. That's exactly what will happen. So blue-white likely will just back out of here. There we go. He's already pushed up to Monster. He's going to save this M4 into the next. His teammates could definitely justify sort of pressing in, trying to do a bit of damage, find some exit frags or something like that. But alternatively, they could play bodyguard mode. Stick around that rifle and make sure that if anyone tries to come and take it away from them, that they either kill the guy, come out on top, or they get the trade and they save the rifle itself. At which point, they'd have both. They'd have two guns, so wouldn't be a bad result. They are sort of playing for this, though. They're not playing for the round, but they are looking for something. Big little double from Kragan. Tech9's going to follow up onto Blixie as well, so blue-white will save the M4A4. Everybody else falls, and yeah, a lot of damage dealt. Kragan's down to 7 HP, but no casualties for the T side, so a clean round, clean as they come. Salazar, oh, bad nade. Doesn't go where he wants it to at all. Go from Malinov. More time flash as well. Could merit them something more. 30 seconds left. A nice little trade. Blue-white still just picking them away. 2 found. Should be 3. Salazar's take 9. Does actually convert for one more. He's got the bomb on his back, so a chance to get it planted. The issue is they're just going to spam him away. No chance he gets away with that one. Up on easy, posted up. Ready for someone to swing in from party. It's not going to happen just yet. He does start to reel it in, so no super aggressive early kills to go their way just yet. Easy, holding for the boost. Here, Malinov up close, almost the kill going his way, but it's traded 1-for-1, easy. Look at this. I mean, there must be a reason he has his name. He certainly makes it look easy. Salazar with a big kill back from the nade, but yeah, commits to the plant, and Blix is just going to run him right down. Love that. Big kills, AURP retrieved, 6 on the board for the Aura Youngbloods. They bite right back. It's a lovely round as well. Yeah, that's clean. Very, very nicely indeed. We get a kill onto Salazar. Nade over the top. No one's holding too aggressive towards Monster, though, and the molly won't flush anyone out either. It's just sort of eliminating the possibilities, making sure no one's playing there on that close Monster corner. Big kill onto Blue-White. That's huge. Numbers back to even. There's a follow-up kill. Shigeo. Oh. Trades back and forth. 1-for-1s. Shigeo picks another his way. Now the man advantage. 40 seconds left, but he's burning alive, and he knows as soon as he goes out in the open, he's dead to rights. So goes down with the flames. Being flashed as well kind of screws up your audio cues, makes it difficult to realise that you're even still taking ticks on the molly. It's even worse than CS2. That's kind of the point. Trying to make the flashbangs a little more powerful. Pixie already on the rotation. Easy coming in from Bank. They've done a lot of damage. Patty's on 6 HP, so all they've got to do is sniff him out. There's still 20 seconds left on this bomb. They've got 2 kits. They don't have to worry about the timer just yet, but they are cutting it fairly fine. C4 tap. They hear them all stomping around. Patsy Does hit the head. He's down to 6 HP, though, easy. Oh, if he had the info, could have just charged him down with a pistol, but no time. Paddy's going to go down with the ship, but it goes 6-6. Not bad. Not bad at all. Big round for ECSTATIC to be pulling off. Especially after how it started, especially when it was in the 3v2. That felt a little bit unwinnable, especially with less than a minute on the clock. Adios. Here in his corners, we'll find Malinov just up against the pistols. Of course, you're not expecting too much contention, but a couple of players invested with P250s in Kevlar, hoping to find a kill or two. Kind of the goal here, the break-even point. Dragon almost getting timing. Should spot Blixie. There it is. Big kill. Malinov here in connector under a lot of pressure. Here's one coming down the stairs, but there's also one coming in from the tunnel itself. And he's just completely overwhelmed. Nodios gets himself a double kill in the process too, which is perfect. Easy, he's had some monstrous rounds. Knows he can't have much impact here. His best bet is to hold on to this AURC, try and bring it into the next. There's not a lot of money for them to work with, so that AWP is going to be super valuable. Oh, big kills. 8-6. ECSTATIC. Looking great again. Moving into round number 15. Already Youngbloods. Still slacking behind a tad. Flash over the top. Nodios just sat behind this smoke. An awkward buy for the final round of the half. I think they would have really liked to have that AWP still in their arsenal. Big kill from Malinov. Kraken works his way around. Yeah, they've already slipped back through the smoke, headed back around towards the A site. Nodios. Just on the other side of things. It's easy here as well. Smoke still gives away the shadow. Krag and Queenix follow up 3v3, and Queenix pressing forward once again. Smoke goes down. Queenix going to clear his corners. Blue, well, the tiny little gap to work with. Will not spot anything. Queenix ran this other side. Again, just patient. Salazar with a big shot. There's another. Absolutely perfect. Queenix finishes off the job. 9-6. Good half from ECSTATIC. I mean, it wasn't looking great, right? But they've recovered it well. Those final 4 rounds that they won towards the end there as well. Remember, they were 4-1 down not too long ago. So, yeah, they've done very, very well to kind of pull that back in their favour. Take a decent little margin as well. But tactical pause for ECSTATIC, which is interesting because it's the pistol round. Second half pistol round, the fact that they're sort of taking a pause to talk things over is a little bit funky. I'm interested to see what comes of it. So lots of steps made. Salazar well aware that they're coming, and oh my goodness, okay. Dragon just goes huge. Salazar follows up with 2 of his own as well, and for Malinov, he's all by himself for 1v5. They've only done a tiny bit of damage onto Salazar, let alone find a kill. And it doesn't look like that's going to change. There we go. Nodios picks it up nice and clean, untouched, which is actually pretty beneficial because it means that they can just buy the helmets in this one, just spend $350. Yeah, absolutely perfect. That's the case for 4 of them. I don't think Salazar's going to be... Oh, he actually does. He reinvests the full 1,000 for the helmet. Still has enough to buy himself an M4 as well. That's how much money they've got right now. So, happy as Larry to go into this second round of the half, round number 17, with a hefty investment. Despite the fact that for the AURORA Youngbloods, they didn't get the bomb plant in the opening pistol. They didn't get any kills or anything, and therefore it's almost for certain that they're going to be on a full eco. Good opportunity for Patty to farm some cash with this MP9 if the opportunity presents itself. Guess we'll have to wait and see. Maybe it's just on the angle. Phoenix posted Kragan elsewhere. Big kill from Kragan. Easy going to try and press forward as well. Elbow spotted, and there it is. They should line up. It's 3 days. It's easy pickings. And he's not going to overstay it either. He's going to call in for the support. Salazar helps out. And it's an ace between the two of them. 3 for Kragan, 2 for Salazar. And 11 rounds on the board for ECSTATIC, who are really starting to pull away now. Especially if they can win this round here. If they deal with the bye without too much contention, then they are certainly in good stead to continue this one. From Greenix, Patsy on the boost. I like this. Jumped up. Oh, he's doing the damage. It's kind of one of those boosts where you need 3 players. Or it's not kind of, it is. It's one of those boosts where you need 3 players. But if you've got a gun that's fairly accurate while jumping, it's an MP9, it's a scout, something like that. Even a shotgun, Nova perhaps. And yeah, you can get the info, you can do the damage. He does exactly that. Salazar, big kill. Shigio drops, and that's the C4 to go with it. Salazar doesn't stick around either to hold on to it. Instead goes back, worried he's going to be flanked from long toilets. He's right, and he does good damage onto Malinov, but can't win the duels. So still a 4v2. Seconds left. Of course, they call this off. ECSTATIC, they haven't got tons of cash built up, so this is a good opportunity to just keep 4 players alive again, not take any risks. So they're not going to be hunting. They'll allow their opponents to save these rifles. And actually, they're kind of more than happy to, because it sort of polarizes the enemy economy anyway. Right? For Malinov, for Blue-White, they get no money there for surviving. So their teammates are kind of forced to buy around them. They've only got the 2,900 bonus. So awkward predicament. 2 options here. Either they fully invest around them, pull out the best they can, but it would be Galil's around those 2 saved AKs, or they half buy it, and with the 3,400 bonus, they'll have enough to properly invest into the next. And it is going to be the latter. Easy doesn't spend a penny. 2,950 still for him, and with the 3,400, he'll have an AWP. And I feel like he needs one. He knows that, like, to have the big impact and to claw this back, an AWP is what's required of him. Not just the gun itself, but him to be wielding it. He's a fantastic player. 2 flashes, 2 smokes here when it comes to util for the T side. I thought they'd try and flash through that smoke. Instead, they just walk through it. Dangerous stuff. If Kragan was still on the angle, it could have caused some big problems. Salazar spots one cross. Big headshot. Kragan still there. How is Salazar hitting these shots? The third was... well, it didn't quite count as a no-scope, but it looked like one, right? It was a very, very fast, quick scope. Patty holding the cross, but he's not even needed for the first. Nodios gets him in from behind. Patty's going to swing and finish off the job. And, well, 13-6. ECSTATIC drawing closer and closer to the finish line. They are now starting to make this look easy on their map pick. 13-6 then. 3 rounds away potentially from closing out this map, but going into Vertigo next, I mean, yeah, it is one that AURORA Youngbloods are damn good on. They've beat some very, very high-level teams there, so ECSTATIC definitely need to be careful. But, yeah, they're looking really good right now. And if things start to close up, and, yeah, maybe AURORA Youngbloods, even if they don't win this map, do end up with double digits, then I feel like the confidence will be there for map 2. If this just continues to go the way that it is, then, yeah, they lose 16-6, then maybe the momentum will just carry through for ECSTATIC. You've got to remember, for the AURORA Youngbloods, these are young players. These are young players that I can't help but feel, and honestly, this is sort of one of the first times me covering them, so I don't know. This is just me guessing, but I know that I was a very emotional player when I was like 17, 18, and yeah, going a map down, especially when you've been beaten quite badly in the first map, really, really plays on your confidence and can cause problems there. So, not the be-all, end-all, but I do think it will hinder them going into map 2. That mental resilience that comes with kind of resetting in the 10-minute break is something that only really comes with experience. That's one thing that these boys are somewhat lacking. Good flash over the top, smoke in towards Monster. Queenix is here to support as well, and as the nades continue to be deployed, the flash is over. Shigio and Blixie, they just get it done. Salazar's left by himself. He's got an AWP. He doesn't really want to risk his life here. He has got a HE. If he launched it on the site, he'd actually have a decent shot at 1 or 2 kills, but the best place to hide is often in plain sight, and Shigio is going to be looking the other way, so Salazar will pick him off, worried that maybe someone's boosting up. That's not going to be the case. That nade also could have provided him a little bit of cover to try and back off too, but doesn't do so. He knows that no one can stay on that angle if they want to be outside of the blast radius, so he's going to wait for the bomb to keep going, he's going to wait for it to start to fall away, and then he will get out of there and save that sniper. So out of dodge with the big gun, 13-7. AURORA Youngbloods do win a very important round, but they're still trailing by 6. That's double the round count that's required for ECSTATIC to just close this out their way. Long road ahead, and they've got to do it against another buy. They're not in the clear just yet. Dragon in party. Around just has to get the timing. There it is, easy with a big kill, but that's absolutely perfect. He's going to start to try and press forward as well. Little gap to work with. Easy, still quicker to the trigger. Even with that AWP under tons of pressure, still comes out on top. Incendiary ready here for Queenix. A man disadvantage, but I still feel a very, very good shot this round. They're stacked up, ready. Nodios is there. The molly down as well, just to buy extra time. 20 seconds left. At the 30 mark, they tried to pull the trigger and they were held back. That's really a testament of just the utility conservation that comes into this. Malinov and Easy do take one back, and it's a shame. Easy's kind of a little too far away for this. 5 seconds left. He's just going to have to dot onto the site and try and commit to this plant, but instead hunts for the kill, doesn't know where Salazar is, and Salazar's going to pounce out and try and kill him after time. Doesn't want to risk losing his AWP. That could have been kind of huge if he killed Easy after the clock there, but either way, the round goes their way. That's what's important. So they're happy as Larry. Who's Larry, you ask? I don't know, but I've heard he's happy. 14-7 then. Just a FAMAS on Queen X. That's deep monster smoke. Like that smoke there from the barrels, just being able to re-smoke it. Obviously, you have the one from the CT spawn, but once it fades, unless you've got an A-site player that's actually still on the bomb site and has still got a smoke grenade, then can't really be redeployed. So this opening pick, easy, still just absolutely farming with this sniper. Second fragger on the server, despite the fact that they're losing such a great margin. Certainly impressive. Kragan, very aggressive angle. Pulls it back into the 4-on-4, and that's just the lurker caught out as well. The lurker trying to buy a bit of space to allow this bomb to rotate back. That deep monster smoke a little on the fly, but still works as effectively. Knowing Kragan's position, they're going to regroup. They're going to hit in towards connector. Blixie's already up long, so he's got loads of ground to work with right now. ECSTATIC still seem none the wiser. I mean, look at this. They've misread this completely. Kragan's behind on B's. He's thinking that they're going to go for a late monster execution. That's not the case. They hear all the steps on site and up banana, and it's a little too late. Good follow-up from Kragan. Not going to be able to take both, though. Blue-white with the element of surprise. He creeps forward, M4, big headshot, swaps out to the rifle, flash to come over the top, and they've got to play off of the back of this. Man advantage, with the bomb beeping so fast, they do not have a lot of time on this, and they've not got a smoke to work with either. Could be time to just call this off, but yeah, with the numbers, they fancy having a go. Really good flash from Blue-White. He's going to follow up with another one-tap as well. Queenix realizes he's out of time and out of options. He will be able to find the kill, grabs the AURT, but he dies to the bomb as everyone goes down with the ship. 14-8, not bad from ECSTATIC, but not quite the round win that they were looking for. And they are down to such little cash off of the back of it as well. Salazar and Odios on double eco, so maybe we see a force buy in this one. We'll have to wait and see. Got a weak buy here for ECSTATIC to work with, but it is everything they could afford. They're not saving cash for the next. The balls to the wall investment. Oh, lots of sprays. Blix actually overwhelmed, and they've got a man disadvantage here. They've given up a rifle. Make that 2 as the AK picked up by Patty. There's an MP9 line about now as well. This is awkward. This is really awkward. Look over the top, Patsy spots the shadow, lines up one, lots of damage onto the second as well. And that might just be enough. The issue is there's no HE to follow up with it, and Queenix is low as well as the smoke starts to fade. Blue-White has the chance to take both. Instead, Salazar trades 1 for 1. Queenix in on the flank, and it's going to be 15 for ECSTATIC, a round that they did not have a lot of business in winning. somehow managed to pull it together, and that's going to be map point. 7 chances to close. What a way to get it done. Their pick looking convincing as hell. Absolutely no stress. Rifles to work with then. Queenix pressing forward. Nade in hand. He'll deploy it early. Kragan. Up close. Big kill. Somehow starts pressing forward. Does have a chance at finding himself another here. 4v4. Minute 20 on this clock. This is for the map. And the flash over the top. Oh, it is going to blind Shigeru. That's going to be the bomb dropped as well. He's going to drop the smoke. Flash over the top. Once again, does further blinding from Patty. That's fantastic. Blue-White still holding this together. Still keeping him in it. Feels like I've been saying his name a lot, but he's actually not got a lot of kills. He's towards the bottom end of his team's scoreboard. He's just getting a lot of really impactful kills at important moments. 2v2 though. They're going to regroup. They've retrieved the bomb. They're headed back to B. What a shot from Blue-White. He's doing everything in his power to keep the dream alive here on Overpass. Even if they win this round, there's a long way to go, but little by little, keep playing it round by round, and you might just pull it together. Patsy spots out the first, lots of damage through the wood, but Blixie even comes out on top, so not even forcing Blue-White into the 1v1 situation. He'll get it done himself. 15-9. Now 6 map points. This one's not going to be easy, though. They're going to have to force once again because Patty and Greenix are on double eco again. But the odds massively leaning in their favour off of the back of how this has started. I don't think that really does it too much justice, I'll be honest. I think that the AURORA Young Bloods have been good so far. I think that based on how they've played Overpass, there's definitely a good chance that they could make something happen on Vertigo. Big opening kill. How are they doing this? Salazar with a big, huge double. They can pull something together off the back of it. We could see something great. No Dios. Remarkably patient. Not wanting to press up. They've got the man advantage. He doesn't need to be taking the risks. The molly comes into short. That's going to confirm that they are pressing forward. And he wants to try and get the timing. If they clear the barrels, he will. 1-for-1 against an AK. That's fine. They've got the numbers advantage. Now they've just got to sell a bit of a distraction so that Kragan can get into position. And that he will. Big kill. Second man on the side. They should just be able to overwhelm him. Malinov gets away with another. But the 1v1 doesn't go his way. 16-9. That's what the final scoreline is going to be there for Overpass. First map of this series. ECSTATIC picking up their map pick. No major surprises. No major upsets. But yeah, to be honest, I'm fairly impressed with what we saw from the AURORA Youngbloods, and I don't think that the odds that we see really do them too much justice. I think moving on to Vertigo, they've got a very good chance of swinging it their way. But before we jump into that, before we see how that one goes, we're going to be jumping to a short break. So when we return, about 10 minutes' time, we will see that second map of the series. You certainly do not want to miss it, because we might be AURORA Youngbloods making an early exit. Join us back in 10 minutes' time, folks. We'll be here with the action.
very complicated job, but I love simple things so much. One move, one push. One touch. One love. One click. One XBet.
Are you sick of just opening cases? Join the events. At each event, you can find special cases from which tokens spawn. Tokens are your ticket into a world of unique awards. For tokens, you can buy a skin, premium, or special balance. Try your luck in the skin generator. Also, you can leave your tokens at the token vault, and the more tokens you keep, the better skin you'll get. Add variety to opening cases with Hellcase.
Watch the matches with BO3.GG, the official stats partner of CCT. Check out AI-powered predictions in live matches. Get access to live scoreboards packed with in-depth weapons and grenade statistics. Check out round maps in the match results. Extend your game vision with BO3.GG.
Well, what are you doing?
Exhibit.
What do you think? I'm a paperclip? It's Mr. X to the Z. You need to quit browsing like a lame and get Opera GX. Because with GX mods, you can pimp your motherfucking browser. All you gotta do is click here, select the mod, and boom! New look, new sounds, new everything. It's not easy being a legend. Oh, not again. Change the mod now. Download Opera GX.
The champion of champions.
Welcome back to the CCT podcast. We got a couple of things to break down for you. We got some post-player break tournament results. We got the current CCT rankings, and we got the results of the online finals number 2. Interview coming up as well.
Enjoy the interview with one of my favorite and incredibly handsome individuals, along with Taz. It's gonna be a banger.
So lots of exciting topics. The absolute legend of the game. It is Taz.
Directly beside him, talk and work together, but they don't go in the same peak. Oh, Taz! The devil strikes, and Taz ties the game.
How's retirement been? Would you get back with the old VP squad?
Would our fans like to see this?
The hunger for glory feeds the desire, the courage to look for a challenge, to feed your ambitions. To reach for greatness. To become
The champion of champions.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Champion of Champions tour. This is map 2 of our second series of the day, where we saw, a bit of bite back, to be honest, from the AURORA Youngbloods. They had moments of brilliance, to be honest, and at the start of Overpass, I really thought they would maybe be able to take the map their way, but that didn't actually resonate throughout the rest of it. ECSTATIC really brought it back. They started showing the side that we're used to seeing, and it's whether or not that can carry across into map 2. We're underway with the second here as, let's jump right into it. Brought to you, of course, by our partners over at 1xBet. If you do want to place a bet on this game or any other here in the Champion of Champions tour, make sure you head over there to do so. It's Vertigo. We don't get much of a change of scenery today, do we? We're right back on the map that we just saw as the third of the last series. ECSTATIC, massive favourites now, 1.18 to 4.5. So if you fancy the AURORA Youngbloods chances, you want to take on those odds, you know where to do so. Flash in, good start. A little bit of a team kill, so not perfect. Patsy, further down dealt, knows that they're coming up from ramp as well, needs one more bullet to finish off the short man, can't quite do it, but Lixie's still low. Queen X up on top of the boxes. could have jumped up and tried to deny that plant, but risks dying, or risks getting shot at least from the sandbag. So plays it together, catches him on the cross back to short, Dink connected onto easy, so now just one more bullet needed, just about anywhere, and Odios will put it right into him. So first on the board here for the CT side, however, with the bomb going down with 3 kills, you can almost guarantee that they're going to go for a buy-up in this next. In then Kragan. Just up in short, MP9 in hand. Ooh, does take a little bit of damage. Spams are actually fairly successful. Right down to 34 before he can see anyone. Over Kraken going to be boosted here. Patsy. Oh, this is a big kill. And a man advantage once again. This is against the buy here for the Aura Youngbloods. Obviously, getting the bomb plant in the pistol, they fancy their chances and a decent investment. No, Salazar had a freebie kill, but instead shoots his teammate and then dies in the process. In heaven, Kraken rattles off a few shots. It's going to be Blixie. Oh, wow. Kragan just watches it happen. Trying to work out what to do here, and the options are either run in, have a crack at it, and probably die, or grab that M4 and go and save. And of course, he'll go for the latter. It makes the most sense.
Terrorists win.
A quad boost here, Kragan over the top. Obviously an awkward round to lose in the last, but I love this deep boost on ramp. Especially if you got someone jump spotting on the sandbags just to try and get that information and bait them in. So far there's enough presence to justify keeping this tower going. There we go, yeah, he's definitely seen one or two there. I'll try and force him into the firefight, buff up that M4, put it in the best position possible. Seems like the rest of the teammates have to just stay put. There's not a lot they can do while you're waiting for Kragan to find that opening, but there it is. Man advantage. Unfortunately, that rifle unretrievable for now. They start to go elsewhere. Maybe someone can venture forward and grab it. Gigio, big kill. 4v4. Kragan up close. Jumps with the M4A1S. Big headshot to come from it. It's an important time to step up. Couple of Deagle kills could really work some magic. Kragan's still just pressing forward as the only man with the rifle, but there's an M4 right at his feet. He's pointing at it. He's saying to his teammates, grab it. Volley to be deployed onto the side. It won't spread too wide, but they're still going to try and cross back. Oh, wow. Malinov. That's huge. That's so huge. And for Blue-White, he takes one more. Salazar will bring another to the grave, but not a lot more he can do than that. 2-1. Aura Youngbloods recover that round quite nicely. Decent attempt from ECSTATIC by all means, but full eco here then. Kragan with the P250. Everyone else just on those USPs. So Aura Youngbloods. Chance to farm some kills, farm some cash. No SMGs, but AKs will still do the trick. Phoenix spotted. The USP is actually overwhelming. A couple of good kills there. Puts it into a 3-on-3. They're going to try and charge forward and grab those rifles so that they've got a little more firepower, a little more bang for their buck in the next fight. But they can't quite get there in time. So 3-1. Charging forward, up on top of the sandbags. Big opening from Salazar. Important time to get the early entry, and more importantly than that, it be untraded as well. Easy tagged up fairly low. Nobody else just off flank, no trouble at all. Loads and loads of damage dealt. Patty chimes in for another. So, a bit of a boring round. They just go insane. No way. Oh, wow. Okay. That would have been ridiculous. If that was an AWP as well, that would have done it. Just applying a bit of pressure. That's unreal. Love the attempt. Doesn't quite pay off. Killing them after time would have been criminal. Aura Youngbloods, with those two weapons saved, they do have enough money to go into a buy here. So, riding on into the 6th. Dragon spamming away, Blue-White. Already a minute expended on this clock and no one yet to die. Salazar working his way forward. That's going to be a freebie kill. Flash turned. Kragan over the top with a crane, trying to get the sightline in. Confirms that there's no one else progressing towards ramp. So it's got to be a B crunch. Gio finds the kill in middle. Certainly will confirm it. He's taken out, so no longer a pincer. All three coming up from the B stairs. Good timing. Blue-white, massive quad. Good little spray to pick up the triple. Kragan left against 2. Drops down, and yeah, it's going to be easy for Easy. All he has to do is walk out with the AWP and get it done. 4-2. The AURORA Youngbloods. Still in the lead, still looking good on their map pick. Not by a huge margin, but it's early days. Perhaps something a little bit quicker to come in this round. We'll have to see. Blixie. Sat patiently. Salazar. What a shot. What a shot from Easy. Catching Salazar on the jump spot. Kragan up close. He needs support from Patty, otherwise he's just going to be hard cleared. Needs someone there to trade when the contact's made, but well, they need to hit their shots, right? That's pretty poor from Patty. Should have been a free kill, but overwhelmed with choice. Ends up putting a couple of bullets into each of them. Or at least firing a couple of bullets at each of them. And actually hit Easy at all. You'll be frustrated with that one. 4-2 then, and 4 versus 2 in the round. Looks like it's going to be 5 here for the Youngbloods. Nodios and Queenix have kind of already made the call to camel stack over towards A. If that doesn't end up being their destination, then they will just save and what we see come into fruition. So M4 retrieved from his teammate. I think Queenix hoping that he will be able to go and grab that second one as well. That's towards the bottom of the ramp. There's an AK there too. Both with a decent amount of util. There's like smokes on the floor that they can't even pick up because they've already got smokes. Bit of a shame. Sure, there's space in those backpacks in their pockets. A bit of support from Nodios there when Queenix was struggling to find the head. So 5-2, AURORA Youngbloods still looking good. Looking solid. A little bit of early pressure to be applied here. Nodios just on his teammate's head, ready for the boost, but not actually exposing his head just yet. He wants the timing. So the thing is, when they walk up, they're checking for that boost. So he wants to get the timing as they're setting up for the nades for him to poke over. So smart. So for now, he can just hold short. They've got a little bit of a kind of watching each other's backs configuration going on. Oh, wow. That's very fast from Blixie. Blue-white, in the meantime, will pick up one of his own. A 2-man advantage. Kragan. Oh, not quite. Salazar instead. Kragan should be able to spam him away, though. There it is. M4 retrieved. Deagle does the damage. He's actually going to pop a flash and try and reface into this. They've got the money to buy into the next anyway, so he doesn't really have to save it. With his teammate having no gun, now just finding an AK and a smoke, might be time to sort of call this one off, bring the rifles into the next. Gives them a bit of extra cash, gives them an opportunity to pull out that AWP as well if they want it. With tactical pause from a static, I don't blame them. This is looking a little bit awkward. They've struggled to have any major impact in these last few. Or young bloods have definitely just been snappier on their shots. Opening pick from Blue White again, and that's just the B bomb site completely open for business. No Dios on a fast rotation, but certainly worried. Gets the frag on the cross, instantly traded. Still the advantage here for the T side. Blixie just desperate, jiggling, tapping, hoping for something that's not going to come his way. Flash over the top and easy. Not quite get it done. It's Blixie instead to return the favour, and it all falls onto Salazar's shoulders. Molly on the bomb site, not quite going to spread enough. Salazar unaware that there's one just to his left in this smoke. And as soon as he throws that nade, Shogio thought that it was going to be a freebie for him. Instead, his teammate snatches it away. That's fine. It's the round that counts. Happy to get up in pursuit, I guess. I don't know. When are you assuming? Dragon aggressive then. Pressing forward, MP9, massive kill, swaps out to the AWP. Still one there, he needs to be careful, he's to your left, and Kraken just overstays that completely. As soon as he swaps back to the AWP for the second time, that's his cue to just get out of there. I know he's looking to trade his teammate, but it's such a risk. A risk that he just doesn't need to take. Picks up close, turns the flash, beautiful, crisp, picks up the AK off the back of it. 2v2, this is still doable here. Despite the weak buy, they're making this happen. Just on Queenix to do the damage. Now he's got the AK with the Kevlar behind it. Oh, nice shot from Nodios. Are they going to expect Malinov coming in from the backside? I'm not sure, but no, he just pulls the trigger a little too early. Nodios now knows exactly where he is. He's going to tap the bomb. He hasn't got a kit, so he's not going to hold it. Malinov calls his bluff. but now makes noise, worried that Nodios is actually holding this one. Deploys a nade, taps the bomb again. Nodios accepts at this point that the round is gone, and the best he can hope for is the kill. Bit of a shame, given the situation. Would have made sense for him to just try and commit to the defuse with no kit, right? But it's all in hindsight. One of those situations, very, very difficult to make the right call. When you make the wrong one, you look like a fool. It's a little bit deeper than that. Opening pick again from Easy. Or Youngbloods are actually just pulling away miles with this. And this is where it starts to get awkward, because where do you go from here? If you're a static, you lose this round, you don't have any money, you're allowing your opponents onto 10, and then no matter what you do, even if you pull it back the distance, it's still a bad half, right? Nice couple of response frags, but still a 3-on-3. Static could really do with picking this one up. Phoenix just up close. Try and cross the orb. Always crosshair. Bang on him. Tiny gap in this. Smoke turns the flash. It wasn't intended for him anyway. Shujio will find that first. Easy picking up another, and that's Patty's cue to get out of there once again. Another awkward scenario where just can't stick around and fight. You gotta back away. You gotta let it happen. That's how things go sour. So 9-2, a little bit of a pause before we're back underway with this one, but going to be the big guns out again. Salazar on that AWP. The only contingency here for the CT side is slight lack of util on Kragan and Nodios. Nodios also down to that FAMAS, which isn't ideal. Flixie pressing forward. Salazar's AWP in an awkward spot. Beautiful shot though. That's exactly what they needed. Start off a round with a bit of conviction like that. No trade potential just yet either. Decent chance for them to try and snowball off of it. Queen X, what a double. Okay, all right. Things are starting to look a little bit better. Things are starting to recover themselves a tad. Which is a promising sign, of course. It's supposed to be the AWP, but he's just not going to be able to come out on top of that fight. So 9-3, ECSTATIC do start to pull it back a little bit. They're certainly getting there, right? Round number 13. To come with something more. So rifles again, double AKs, Nodios and Queen X to wield them. Big pick from Blue White to get things rolling. Nodios under a hell of a lot of pressure, so he's going to have to fall right back. Salazar on the angle. Up in hand, incendiary, it's good. You have to smoke it off, so just forcing them to use that util. Keep them back, keep them back. 20 seconds into the round, we don't need to be giving them any bomb sites. You can see the cogs turning here for ECSTATIC. Let's see. Forward spot to the head, spot the barrel in second as well. I mean, he goes 1 for 1. It's not too bad, but his teammate drops 2. And all of a sudden, it isn't too good, right? Molly comes in. Salazar on the AWP. No, his Molly's just hit the edge of the smoke. It's been extinguished. It's not going to delay the plant. Disastrous. Nodios does manage to find one through, but they need to be aware of their flank. They've got no control here towards mid. Blue-white pressing in. Salazar does actually check it, but can't hit the shot. And now 9-3 should become 10, double digits.
Terrorists win.
Well, we'll go down with the bomb. That's no real issue. He's got enough to buy into this next round. I mean, it's not ideal because nice opening pick. Blue-white falling early. This is recoverable if they can take 5 rounds. I wouldn't say this map's inherently T-sided, but a lot of teams do favour playing on that terrorist side. Another big kill from Patty puts them at a 2-man advantage now. This is definitely more palatable. Malinov and Easy looking to try and get something back out of this. I think the round win is maybe a little ambitious, but if they can find a couple of kills, if they can get a bomb plant, then perhaps it's on the cards. Smoke over the top. It's going to force Patty back. Salazar hasn't got a sight line into short over it either, so a little bit of a boost onto the box. Queen X just holding the back lines, make sure that they don't fall away, head towards B. Lovely angle from Malinov. the 1v3, there's only 2 on the site. 30 seconds left. He's got the bomb on his back, and the smokes are fading. So a chance to try and the pick off of the back of it. Head over the top. Salazar. It's ripped right off his shoulders. Nodios is here, but Malinov, oh, he's not going to tap the bomb. He's going to commit to it. There's no way he gets out of this one. And there we go. All right, as I mentioned before, 2 kills, a bomb plant. Not bad, not bad at all. Gives them a little bit of extra cash as well for this final round of the half. But they don't have a lot of it. It's the first round they've lost in a little while, so loss bonus hasn't built up too well. It's, yeah, the absolute minimum, in fact. 1,400, 1,900 in the next. Not that there's going to be a next, the last round of the half. So, an AK, 2 Galils, maybe even Tech 9s. Shigio, yeah, he can buy himself for Mac 10, so that's what he'll come into. But for Blue-White, it is only the pistol, the Tech 9, so really good opportunity for ECSTATIC to take a 5th here, which, as I said before, by no means a scoreline to brag about, but it's definitely recoverable, especially if you win the pistol round as well. Flashes over, Nodios just playing behind the default box, confirms there's 3 there. He'll let Queenix do all the heavy lifting. 3 kills on his flash over the top. It's not going to land where he wanted it to at all, but either way, he's taken out by the nade, so wouldn't have made any difference. Nodios should be able to finish off the job. There it is. So, again, ace between them, Nodios and Queenix, 3 and 2 apiece. People starting to pick it up a little bit as well. Queenix and Nodios in particular, getting over double digits, having a good end to that first half. So if they can take the pistol round, they're in good stead to be able to swing this their way. We'll have to wait and see. But a lot riding on this one. Glocks have a lot of advantages. I'm actually a really big fan of the Glock. On pistol rounds, that is. Any other time, it's completely useless. But on pistol rounds, the Glock is a beast. So we'll see if they can get this done with pace and ferocity. Okay, Blue-White with his jewellies going cowboy mode. 3 big headshots, almost the 4th. It's actually stolen from him in the form of a team kill on Nodios, so denying the ace. He can count it as his if he can find the 4th. At least I'll let him count it. Still not going to count on HOTV or anywhere that it actually matters. Unfortunate stuff for Nodios. Nothing invested here for ECSTATIC then. They've just got these Glocks. Of course, they didn't get the bomb plant in the opening pistol round, so not wanting to put anything too substantial into this. Easy. And around this smoke, ready to pounce on anyone unsuspecting the other side of it. Blue-White jiggles on the angle, spots all the Glocks coming his way, and takes a dink, so kind of has to take a step back from this. pulls out the jewelies and somehow cleans up without taking another hit. Would have taken 2 with the Glocks regardless, but there we go. It's all right. It's all right. 12-5 then. Aura Youngbloods drawing closer to the finish line. Big time for them to be still pulling these rounds together. White once again called upon to hold down the fort here on B, only with a FAMAS this time against the big guns. He does not stand a chance. Flashed by Nodios, overwhelmed by Queen X. Fast headshot comes in. Should be 6 here for ECSTATIC, yeah. Aura Youngbloods don't want anything more to do with this. They're going to fall away and save. They know that going for the retake is effective suicide, so they'll let it happen. So 12-6, long road ahead here for ECSTATIC, but still very, very obtainable. Patty starts to press in blue-white, which is very aggressive here on B. But it gives him some good early info, right? And he starts to push further. Queen X will get taken out. The trade's there. Salazar follows up, and Blixie tagged down low to start with. Somewhat of an advantage here for the T side. Somewhat spreading the defences as well with it. That's certainly Nodios with a big kill. That's on to Shigio, who's full HP as well. Patty in from the back lines. That's why they weren't trying to press. That's why they weren't trying to spam through the smoke or push through him. They knew that Patty was coming in on the flank. Breezy and Blixie. It's a no-brainer here to just save, but not been able to get too much out of this round at all. There's always the temptation to try and press for a kill or two. Keep your opponent's economy humble. Oh, wow. Blixie knows he's dead here. There we go. Nodios will finish him off. Doesn't even need to see him. Spams away. 12-7. Nobody surviving there for the CT side either. So if they'd have saved those 2 rifles, right, you look at the money, Easy and Malinov would have been able to drop, or by themselves, actually. And then, yeah, you have a decent buy with 4 premium rifles and 1 guy down to yeah, likely a FAMAS or something along those lines. Without it, it's got to be an eco. It's going to be yeah, a couple of pistols, a little bit of Kevlar invested, but Easy wants the extra cash. Instead just goes for the 5.7 and the HE. Hagen getting aggressive. Needs to be careful. He's checking his boost. He needs to be checking in front of him. Blixie's right in this smoke. As soon as Kragan deploys this nade, he's dead. Blixie. Is he aware? No? Okay, he is. Simultaneous. Bam, bam. Headshots. Blink and you miss it. There's 2 players already dead. Nodios creeping through middle. He hears them all rotating. He's just heard at least 3, possibly even 4 players stomping through CT. So he's given this information, but he's also putting himself in a very powerful position to deal with it himself. He's just saying, don't face heaven, guys. Don't need to take major risks. We know where they are. And there it is. Lovely stuff. Malinov, last player alive, 1v3. He's got a deagle. He's not got a lot to save. He's not got a lot to lose. So likely we'll try and play for an exit or 2 here. Not only does that come with kill, bit of stat padding, bit of a kill reward, but also a rifle as well. When you look at the weaponry that ECSTATIC have got at hand right now. 2 AKs and AWP. Malinov be more than happy taking one of those into the next round with him. Fortunately for him and Nodios just sort of crossed each other. Didn't actually acknowledge it. So he does manage to slip through and find an AK regardless. That's going to be awesome. 12-8. And a big buy to come out here for AURORA Youngbloods. They're hungry to try and bite back. They've had a few rough rounds in the second half now. After a 10-5 start, things have looked awkward. Patty pressing forward. AWP on the angle, spots him. He's going to deploy a nade and relay that information to his teammates. Get a HE in there. Easy's low on health and he's there with an AWP. They take him down to 16 points of health in the process. Lovely start to the round, even if it doesn't merit them a kill. Blue-white, once again, the only defender here towards this B-bomb site. It's often just how you play Vertigo on the CT side. But if it goes anything like last time, he's in trouble. And there we go. Nades fly in. He has to fall right back. Can't contest from the site itself. So gets one, but with his teammate dropping. It does give a bit of space for them to get this plant. Oh, okay. They're still not going for it. Patty tries to aggress and actually plays for the kill instead. Gets caught with the AWP. Now the bomb out in the open. That was a big mistake. A huge one. And Salazar's got to try and pick up the pieces. Sniper on the angle. At least he's got a bit of time. That's the silver lining they can work with. 40 seconds left to tick. I think they go for a boost here. There it is. Over the top. No, AWP was caught out. Salazar frustrated. And Blue-White's going to pick up another as well. I love the way he plays that round. Doesn't stay on the site. Knows that he's just going to get overwhelmed. The second the nades start to come over, just falls back to Jenny. Plays it from an arm's length. And it works very, very nicely. 13-8 then. Still trailing by 5 rounds. AURORA Youngbloods 3 away from the finish line. 2 away from map point and securing OT. Shigio. Still just waiting. Easy posted up as well. Big flash. Lixie. Lovely little follow-up. Salazar posted as well. Oh, that's good timing. That's very good timing. If he gets caught out, then you call it greed, but he doesn't. Very, very aware. Plays in for the info as well, so knows that they're still here towards the A site. They can pull over the rotations. Massive kill from Blixie. Easy follows up with another. And Nodios, well, you know that this is a done deal. Even if he swings out and takes out one more, not quite going to be able to do so. Blixie tagged down to 8 HP, but he gets out alive. So 14-8, drawing closer and closer to this finish line. ECSTATIC don't really have money to buy into this one either. So a decision to make, a predicament perhaps. Half buying into this and trying to fully invest into the next to play for overtime, or just kind of throwing it all into this one and hoping for the best. Weirdly, it actually looks like it's going to be a bit of both. Nodios is fully invested, as is Kragan, but for Salazar, he's not bought anything. Phoenix has only got a Deagle and enough to invest into the follow-up. Patty's got a Deagle and armor and just about enough to invest next round. Certainly a strange one, but to be honest, it's often buys like this that surprise me the most. Nodios boosted, put into a powerful position. Malinov drops easy. Oh, the timing's unbelievable. Comes off the angle just as Kragan works his way up. If Blue-White didn't peek there, it could have been a second entry. Instead, he's tearing them a new one once again. Shigio with one more. Nodios picks up his second of the round. Salazar finally finds that Galil. But on the angle, trying to jiggle it. Nodios caught out by the sniper. It all falls on to Salazar, the one player that did not invest any weaponry into this one. I think he had a smoke at the start of it. Tagged up by the AWP, though. Just clips him through the edge of the stairs, so lucky to still be alive. Instead of counting his lucky stars, he's going to try and take a new approach, but Easy's there ready for him. 15-8, map points here for the AURORA Youngbloods to take us to a third. We have no easy ones today, no 2 zeros. It's lengthy. 3 mappers. Go in the distance. Overtimes. 430 rounders. That's all we've seen all day. And it looks like history's going to repeat itself. The odds still leaning in ECSTATIC's favour, which is interesting. Bearing in mind, it's looking like we're going to go to a third map. Those, of course, are live odds, and if you do fancy challenging them, then 1xbet's your place to do so. cct.gg/1xbet. Give you access to some cool bonuses that they've got running on at the moment. Promotions. Malinov aggressive once again. Ooh. We kind of switch away as he takes the contact, but neither player takes any damage, so a little bit awkward. Blue-White. Oh, wow. I think that might just seal the deal, to be honest. They take a long time to trade him. Nothing yet to be retrieved. There it is. AK grabbed. Fancy the A1S. Salazar actually taking another, so 2-man advantage of 5v3 becomes a 3-on-3 quite quickly. Blixie, good timing, big kill. That's going to delay the bomb plant even further and put the numbers back in the AURORA Youngbloods' favour. I thought the ad was a molly coming in to clear Malinov. That's not the case. They don't have a Molotov. They don't have any chance in this at all. 3v1, Kragan's going to swing out, does take out Easy, but won't be able to follow up with another. And it's going to be 16-8. A very one-sided map. Actually, pretty incredible stuff for the AURORA Youngbloods. And that's going to kind of seal the deal for this second map. So we're going to be jumping to a third. Again, as I say, a lengthy day that does not let up. But third and final map's going to be Ancient. It's a map that both teams play, but they don't have the best of results on, so it really, really is a coin toss. We're going to jump to another 10-minute break. When we return, we will decide our victor, and we'll decide who's going home. You definitely do not want to miss it, so join us back here in 10 minutes for the action.
very complicated job, but I love simple things so much. One move, one push. One touch. One love. One click. One XBet.
Tired of boring case openings? Do you always get only cheap skins? The Hellcase website has tons of options to upgrade your inventory. It's up to you to participate in giveaways, events, or compete with other players in opening cases. Hellcase, your world of expensive skins.
Watch the matches with BO3.GG, the official stats partner of CCT. Check out AI-powered predictions in live matches. Get access to live scoreboards packed with in-depth weapons and grenade statistics. Check out round maps in the match results. Extend your game vision with BO3.GG.
Yo, what are you doing?
Exhibit.
What do you think? I'm a paperclip? It's Mr. X to the Z. You need to quit browsing like a lame and get Opera GX. Because with GX mods, you can pimp your motherfucking browser. All you gotta do is click here, select the mod, and boom! New look, new sounds, new everything. It's not easy being a legend. Oh, not again. Change the mod now. Download Opera GX.
Champion of champions.
Welcome back to the CCT podcast. We got a couple of things to break down for you. We got some post-player break tournament results. We got the current CCT rankings, and we got the results of the online finals number 2. Interview coming up as well.
Enjoy the interview with one of my favorite and incredibly handsome individuals, along with Taz. It's going to be a banger.
So lots of exciting topics. The absolute legend of the game, it is Taz.
Directly beside him, talk or work together, but they don't go on the same peak. Oh, Taz! The devil strikes, and Taz ties the game.
How's your retirement been? Would you get back with the old VP squad?
What our fans like to see this.
The hunger for glory feeds the desire. The courage to look for a challenge. To feed your ambitions. To reach for greatness. To become the champion of champions.
Welcome back, everybody, to Champion of Champions Tour. We're here with our 6th map of the day. This one's not letting up, right? We've got two fantastic teams, AURORA Youngbloods versus ECSTATIC, who have both been pretty fantastic in their respective map picks. But now we go into the third and final map of Ancient, and I'm really not sure which way this one's going to lean. The AURORA Youngbloods look fantastic on Vertigo, but it's their best map in the pool, right? And it's kind of their undisputed best map. It's the one that they're able to cause some big upsets on, and they have done in the past. So beating teams like Havu, like Falcons, like Los Kagutos, with quite convincing scorelines as well. So yeah, it's kind of their bread and butter. It's the one where they sort of surprise everybody, I guess. But when it comes to Ancient, yeah, they haven't had that same kind of success, and nor have ECSTATIC. The only times they've won it was against PGE Turo and 9 Pandas, but they've lost it against a fair share of lower caliber teams that you wouldn't necessarily expect them to be losing to. On the other side of things, AURORA Youngblood, yeah, similar kind of boat. They only seem to be able to beat Masonic and Havu on it as well. Everybody else, every other time they've played it, they have struggled. Losses against Sampi, Preezy, Let Us Cook, Pompa, the most recent one, just being yesterday. They lost it 16-13. So at least it's kind of fresh in their minds. At least they've been putting in the practice hours on it and things like that, and also maybe able to learn from yesterday's mistakes. But yeah, it's still a difficult one. Hopefully we should be ready to get into this one in just a minute. The players were on knife round, but game live, written to the pistol, and let's get it cracking, folks. The third and final map. Whoever loses this is going to be eliminated. Whoever wins it will go through to the playoffs, and they'll be joining the other two teams that we see go through today. So exciting stuff. Brought to you, of course, by our partners over at 1xBet. If you do want to place a bet on this game or any other here in the Champion of Champions store, make sure you head over there to do so. Simple, easy, code CCT, gets you some cool bonuses as well. Here we go. That's it. Queen X overwhelmed. Glocks get the better of him. The odds definitely tying up a little bit, especially compared to what we saw towards the tail end of Vertigo. Trades put us back into a 2-on-2. The bomb in the CT's hands. This actually works quite nicely for them. Nodios pressing and overwhelming. Malinov trying to make this work. Clearing the corners, head over the top. Oh, it's a bad whiff. Stopping out to the USP at this kind of range. Yeah, makes sense. Bullets in the mag, 14 in his back pocket. Nodios. Oh, just overwhelmed. Malinov, that's quick. And Patty left in a 1v1 against his opponent. Oh, it's scrappy. It's really scrappy. But he will be able to come out on top as he peeks from the elevated angle. It's a lovely kill, and ECSTATIC are going to make it 1. Phoenix under a little bit of pressure. Getting aggressive. Patsy there. Nodios will follow up with a double. And yeah, just no stress. Just up against these pistols. Of course, the AURORA Youngbloods not investing too heavily into this. Eagle in hand. Oh, not going to happen. Patsy comes out on top. The ECSTATIC are going to make it 2. So lovely, lovely stuff. Brought on into round 3. Nice little trades, and somehow out of nowhere, it's a round that's picked up by the Aura Youngbloods. Really, really lovely, crisp kills. Blue, white, Blixie doing the big damage. ECSTATIC, obviously on a little bit of a bonus in the last, so they've still got some cash to work with. We will see the rifles come out, but not a buy without contingencies. So, yeah, a couple of FAMASs, an MP9 on Kragan, 2 M4s, Nodius and Patty. We'll see what they can do with it. AK is almost all round on the other side. Geo just with that Galil. The Youngblood's thirsty. Blixie out, trying to get a bit of ground. Obviously with the molly in the corner, the smoke towards Red Room and Donut. He's got so much space to work with here in middle. With his teammates covering his shelf angle as well, he can do whatever he wants. And he's going to clear out the close corners, and then clear out the far corners, and he might just find a freebie onto Kragan. The issue is Kragan's spot's really awkward, because yeah, it's quite difficult to clear out that corner without checking the right-hand side. Kragan just pulls the mark a little too early. Lovely little elevated position. Nodios needs to find that trade, and he's not going to. He does extra damage, but it's a really good start to the round for the Aura Youngbloods. Forward easy, boosted up, he reads it nicely, lines up a second head. Brings the numbers back to even. 2v2, blue-white. Geo. Desperate to pull something back into this. A lot of damage taken, though. Queenix is going to work his way around to A. He's read this situation perfectly. He's here in Temple. I'm not sure Geo is going to be expecting him to get here so quickly. He certainly won't. Bomb going to be tapped. Queenix not even going to swing. Knows that blue-white's bluffing. Second time round, maybe not. And there it is. Does allow the plant to go down, but yeah, very, very quick to the trigger off of it. And 3-1, ECSTATIC right back in the driver's seat. They allow their opponents 1, but it's a mere anomaly. Bomb plant will give them a little bit of extra cash. Considering they won a round, it does kind of mess with their loss bonus a little bit. But yeah, as I say, that bomb plant is going to give them the opportunity to buy up once again if they want to, or at least go for a half buy and then something a little more substantial in the next. That's it, calling an early pause, though. Interesting stuff. I like it when teams utilize their pauses. I think it's a powerful tool if used properly, especially when you've got a coach as well. Both of these two teams do. They've got that support network around them, so just giving an opportunity for the coach to give a little bit of input is, yeah, really, really powerful. Keep your head screwed on. Fatigue definitely come into play a little bit here, like third map of a lengthy series. You don't know how much they were playing earlier on today as well to warm up for this game, because there's a fair bit of weight behind it. That goes for both teams. Definitely a little bit more for the Aurora Youngbloods. For ECSTATIC, this wouldn't be their first playoffs. This wouldn't be even their second or third playoffs run. They're kind of veterans within the CCT circuit. They've had deep runs plenty of times in the past with various rosters. And yeah, these players have had their times in the spotlight as well individually. Aurora Youngbloods, this is something very new, a very new opportunity. Nice trade. Sergio. Big kill. Make that 2 and 3. That's unbelievable. Swaps out the Galil into an AK. Queenix facing the wrong way, but does turn around, finds the kill. Bomb's been left behind, though. Bomb's been left behind not far outside of T-spawn, so there is still a bit of space here. There's still a bit of time for maybe something to happen. Patsy eliminates Maladov, who's trying to get a bit of space here towards B. But they've given too much to blue-white. He's walked all the way up mid, and he's called him out. Perfect. 3-2, Aura Youngbloods. Or Aurora Youngbloods. I always miss out the second R. Pistols out on the other side. 2 MP9s. The AK trying to find a little gap. There it is. Geo. A lovely headshot. Pixie perhaps stuck in a little predicament in his way forward. Queenix trying to play around this, but oh, big kill from Blixie. That's absolutely huge. They're going to press in off of this as well. Youngblood's just overwhelm, an absolute steamroller. Oh, 3-3. You're Youngbloods. Yeah, their equity is slowly creeping up, right? You see it. 1.99 to 1.76. This is now getting very, very close. Kill from Easy. Oh, wow. It's just rifles here. Blixie already out in mid. Oh, that's an amazing flash. They've spotted him out at least. They don't have a molly to actually clear him. Shogeo is going to take out the first as well. Kragan feeling perhaps a little hard done by that. But it is at least going to be a push towards the B-bomb site. Hattie here by himself to hold down the fort. The rest of his teammates. Heavy presence in mid. No Dios. That's lovely. Puts it into the 4-on-4. But Patty's now going to be under some serious pressure. Needs to buy a bit of time for his teammates to get in. Has a little prod at it. Not going to happen. Dink through the smoke, though. Queenix will be happy with that. Would have heard it. Quite a satisfying ping. More of a squelch. Very aware there's still one on the bomb site. Yeah, you can see his arm. The Geo's not doing a very good job of hiding it. There we go. Salazar will follow up. Queenix fast to the man around the smoke, so still an advantage in their favour, but they need to be careful of Cave. There's the ramp player gone. Blixie, last man standing, peeks out, denies the defuse. They've not got a kit. They need to be speedy with this. If he can spam through and deny it through the wood, then this becomes very, very winnable, because Queenix still just holding it down. But the Blixie's so low on health. Oh, it comes right down to the wire. But does just narrowly slip the way of ECSTATIC. We continue to go back and forth. This has been a really contentious game so far. We're only 8 rounds in. Comes through, Patty. Here in cave, Kragan just really, really far back. Little nade from blue-white. He'll run back, retrieve the bomb. Man disadvantage, but Kragan's low, and they've got a bit of space here on B. Malinov already aggressed up. Big from Nodios. That's beautiful. Kragan left in the 1v2 then, and it's not gonna happen. Just like that, 4 versus 2 just crumbles. And to be honest, it's well played from the Aurora Youngbloods, but like, it's not anything crazy. ECSTATIC are just making these mistakes, continuously peeking in, one by one. There's no trade potential. They're not really flashing each other in and whatnot. And yeah, that's how rounds fall apart. Not only does it give the Aurora Youngbloods a 5th, but likely a 6th here, as there's going to be no money for the defense. So a full eco, besides Kragan's P250. Salazar under a lot of pressure. Good flash. I thought it might merit in 1 there whilst they were blinded, but yeah, they are all over the place. The team's just swarming this A bomb site. Blue-white good for 3. It's going to get one back. Blue-white's still potentially on for the ace here. Stuff. Pixie to finish it off then, and yeah, only 1 casualty. It's absolutely fine. Static take. Another pause. We've seen a fair share of them so far this this series. I like to utilize them. I'm a big fan of it. Four AKs in hand, then easy with an AWP. It's the M4s on the other side of things. Beautiful kill from Patsy. Nice couple of trades. Malinov easy left in the 4v2, and they're yet to get this bomb down as well. So this is still awkward. Falls onto Nodios' shoulders. How the hell they get away with this time and time again is just criminal. Nodios has somehow got to pull this back. Truly, truly ridiculous. And Easy's going to finish off the job. 2 apiece to pull that right back their way. It's absolutely gorgeous Counter-Strike. 7-4, Aura Youngbloods really, really running away with this one. And back down to a weak buy for ECSTATIC. Into the 3-on-3. Now, bearing in mind there's the rifles. We'll expect the Aura Youngbloods to take this their way. In fact, instead of 3-on-3, but actually Malinov's still alive. He's just on 1 health, so... Gio. Is it going to be the one to come out on top? It'll actually be easy to find the first kill, but Kragan only go for 1 more. Malinov still somehow survives with 1 HP, and that's absolutely huge. 8-4. Round 13 comes with big guns again for the CT side, but big opening kill from Patty. Malinov does trade it back, but a 2-man advantage already. The C4 already on the site. Nades over the top. Shigio. So penultimate round of the half, and once again it's the A-bomb site that's just obtained here by the Aura Youngbloods. Not interested at all in heading anywhere else. Nice little clutch from Odios. So 5th on the board for ECSTATIC. Final round of the half, and the Aura Youngbloods obviously still in a very, very good position, right? They're on the T side of Ancient. They've got 9 rounds. They've got a good opportunity at taking a 10th as well. Kind of no major stresses here, but every round that ECSTATIC do manage to claw back, let's give them a little bit of equity moving into the second. It all comes down to how convincing they really are on their attack. Mass in hand for Queen X. Other than that, everyone else with the big guns, decent amount of utility. Only one kit, which is slightly concerning, and no one opting for the helmet. It's not that it's needed. They're against AKs, but something that you normally buy if you've got the extra cash to do so, especially in the last round of the half. Queen X putting his FAMAS to good use at least, trading 1 for 1 with the AK. Orp on the angle, bad timing. That's unfortunate. Easy. Can't quite find it, and Nodios feeling pretty lucky that he's not been blasted away by that sniper. Really nice kills from Kragan, so so 9-6, Static. Still chasing down their opponents, and actually the odds, my goodness, are stacking further and further in Aurora's favour. This is looking very promising. Static calling themselves another pause, though, hit before going into this second half pistol. Pistol round worth its weight in gold here for both teams. Julie's on blue, white, and Blixie. Vertigo here to support Blixie. The flash over the top. It's not going to blind the first man in, and there it is. Double with the Julies. Absolutely perfect. I love that they're so viable nowadays. Only costing $300. Means that one player can just by 2, drop it over to the teammates, buff them up with a Kevlar, and it's so powerful. Shaigio good for 1, but the trade's there, so a 2v2. Bomb needs to be retrieved, that's okay. Actually, it's not. Oh, wow. It's been dropped on top of the ledge, so it's actually really awkward to grab it. It's going to mean that Salazar has to cross, or Kragan's going to have to go all the way back, try and get a flank in on Donut so that he can sort of come and jump on the sign. But considering I think they've now confirmed that both players are in Donut, sorry, I don't think this is going to happen. Salazar has to cross. They're going to go for the boost. They'll grab this bomb. They managed to do it silently, so Blue-White will be able to finish off the job. Lovely stuff from the Aura Youngbloods. All 5 players stacked up in cube then. Outside of B, it's a full eco round. Despite the fact that they found 3 kills in that last, no bomb plant means that they're going to have to sort of bite the bullet coming to this one with the Glocks. They do have a bit of an element of surprise stacked up behind this smoke. The Aurora Youngbloods are none the wiser thus far, but as soon as they start to press in and the UMP rattles them down, it's not going to be an issue. Malinov has his ace stolen. Oh, it just keeps happening today. A 4K though, lots of money gained. $600 a piece for those kills with the UMP or any SMG other than the P90 for that matter. So 2,400 off of it. Easy gets himself 600 there as well. Bam's throat. Good bit of damage, but no kill found. Ultimately, still a damn good start. Scrappy buy here for the Aura Youngbloods, playing a bit of a bonus. They are up against the rifles, so this is not going to be a breeze, but they can get it done. And things get exciting. Big kill from Patty. Nodios working his way forward. Big headshot. Malinov drops.
Bomb has been planted.
Geo. will finally be around, going back the way of ECSTATIC. The first time since the first half. Big time for them to step up here in the second. A lot of early damage. But a 1-for-1 trade, so no one gets out scot-free. Dios. Flash over. Big kill from blue-white. Salazar just tucked by the tree. Sure, about to pile on. A massive kill from Easy. Most of the remaining players trying to defend this bomb are just stuck in main. They don't even have a sightline on it once that smoke goes down. So 4v4. Easy plan around this smoke. Salazar and Queenix on the other side. Oh, wow. Okay, well, just like that. Bam, bam, bam. Nodios and Salazar pick up all the kills they need, and Shogio left all by himself. He doesn't have a lot of money, so definitely makes sense for him to back away and try and save here, but now he's got a deadly cross to make, and Salazar's going to be annoyed that his teammate's throwing that smoke. He had the cross. Nodios spots him. Shogio does the same, so definitely be approaching with caution. Kill from Sergio. Follows up with another. Oh, almost a third. Hits the dink. Not bad at all, Queenix. Up over the top, Salazar. Not quite connecting his opening shot, but bearing in mind they're just up against pistols, it shouldn't really matter. Kraken's going to find two elsewhere. Blixie, lovely response.
Bomb has been planted.
Poke it over. No, it's not going to happen. Easy does actually come out on top. Fair play to him. Kind of retrievable, but good bit of damage regardless. And he's going to have a go at trying to charge back and grab it. But no way. No Dios. Too smart. Not going to let that happen. We might play it inside a cave. Flash comes in. Oh, he's in a lot of trouble. Big kill from Patty. Needs a bit of support there. Somebody playing just on the corner. Wouldn't have made a lot of difference. Would have been mollied off regardless, but in principle, right? The man disadvantage and pressure once again here towards the B's site. Spam through the smoke. No Dios knows exactly where he is. Patty's going to be able to finish it off. An ecstatic actually might be able to get this done. This will be 10 right here. Save call for the CT side, so they will still have a little bit of money in the next, unless they're hunted. Kragan, hungry. There it is. Knows that they're over towards this A site, so might actually be able to make this really, really expensive for their opponents. Do a little swap out for the AWP, go and save it. Doesn't want to hunt any harder, but his teammates certainly will be. Make sure they don't let that AWP either fall into enemy hands or actually fall at all, to be honest. They don't have tons of cash themselves. But they do know that finding these final two kills will be the difference between having a guaranteed couple of rounds or having to face up against a half-decent buy in the next. So there we go. Everybody falling for the CT side. 2,400 here. They're just going to have some pistols. Going to be a comfortable 11th for a static. The first tactical pause used here for the AURORA Youngbloods. Nice kill from Patty. Just the pistols, as I said before, the aforementioned bite. Phoenix right on that bomb. Yeah, no casualties. Absolutely perfect.
Terrorists win.
Fast playing them, Patty. Dinked instantly. And Blixie bites right back. A lot of damage taken from him, but a very good start to the round once again. The 4v3 Queenix. Slipping through the cracks again.
Bomb has been planted.
See with another Queenix. What a headshot. That might just give them a shot back at this as the man advantage still in their favour, but not for long. Malinov picks up another. And in the meantime, easy with one just deep into CT. It's absolutely perfect. The round's going to go their way.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Dragon. Very, very big double kill. Easy on the angle, Kraken starting to creep forward. Oh, wow. What a shot.
Bomb has been planted.
So Patty over the top. Trying to press forward. There it is. Big kill. Blue-white drops. And 13-12, the scoreline will go. Static drawing this a little bit closer, but Aurora call another pause before getting back underway with this. Could not get closer between these two teams right now as ECSTATIC with the big guns out. The big advantage for them is the fact they've got money behind them. But the Aurora Youngbloods, they haven't got too much cash to work with. So this is a bit of a must-win for them. And Gio, oh, he realises it. He really does. 3 massive kills. Blixie goes 1 for 1, but that's fine. Salazar left by himself. Now, he's not going to be saving, right? He's got 10k in the bank, just shy of it, 9,800. So he'll try and do as much damage as he can. He's got the bomb in his back as well, and he'll have a crack at clutching, but still don't massively fancy their chances here. Easy will pick it up. 14 here for the Aurora Youngbloods. They're not in the clear just yet. They've got to do it again. Keeping 3 players alive does them a lot of favours as well. They won that round, but they lose every man, or they only keep 1 alive or something. The bite would be scrappy. Difficult to try and bite back with the same kind of ferocity, but they've got enough. Trying to press forward. That's beautiful. Completely untradeable as well. The last thing an AK wants to do is try and spray through that Kragan, unless he's 100% sure exactly where the man is. Salazar, what is that? Oh, he must have saw a hair over the top of those bricks, because it didn't feel like Easy spotted anything. Might have even just pre-fired, just popped a shot right into it. You see the bullet goes through. Molly into long, so Malanov's not going to be able to press forward. But he's still holding the cross. Oh, wow. Oh, that's absolutely perfect. Malanov, Blixie, picking up two. Blue, white, good for the one, but Salazar once again left in a 1v3. Last time he didn't get close to it. This time it's looking like it's going to be much of the same. Jiggling, looking to hit the shot. Yeah, Blixie's already got this defused in. It's not worth dying just to go 1-for-1. And even though they've got money, they throw away the AWP. They let it fall into Blixie's hands. And it's rough. So map and series point here for the Aurora Youngbloods, the underdogs. And it will be a real underdog day if they do manage to pull this off, right? We saw it in the first series as well. You refresh your memory back to that first game that we saw. Los Kagutos were able to take down Breezy. In a 2-1 fashion, it was fantastic. Now the Aurora Youngbloods looking to do the same thing. Blue-white opening things up with an opening pick. 4v5 and it's untraded. He's going to fall right back. Five v4 is going to do them a lot of favours if they can just hold on to it. Blue-white bouncing between the angles, but not facing into that AWP that was boosted up towards the B ramp. Now, reels it in a little bit. Bomb's been left towards Cube. Phoenix rotating. The Aurora Youngbloods have completely given up the B site, but at this point should be realizing that everywhere else is quiet. So it's definitely time to start a rotation. Blue-white good for one more. An even trade, but that's fine. The number's still in their favor. And they'll be coming in on the retake. Bomb yet to go down, though, so still plenty of time to work with. Molly's deployed. We'll hold the rotation at bay. So actually well played from ECSTATIC so far. As soon as that Molly starts to fade, the smoke will go down. Where are they getting these firebombs from? One after the other deployed. Not a lot of money here for the CTs, so this is an important one. And Queenix with support flash from Salazar goes absolutely stellar. Shigeo. Malanov realise they've got to save it. Nice kill. Definitely makes things a little more expensive, but yeah, they have to give this one up. It'll be 15-14, overtime potential here for ECSTATIC, but no chance for them to win it in regulation, so it's further rounds or bust. So 15-14 and a rough buy here for the Aurora Youngbloods. Look at this. Two for Masses, a UMP on Malanov, an M4 for Blixie. Easy on that AWP. And he's still putting it to good use. What a pick. First kill going their way. We saw it in the last round and it didn't merit the success, but maybe more to come from this one. Oh, wow. Jojo, where does that come from? A double, and in the meantime, Easy's just found one elsewhere with the AURORA. This is done. It's over. Patsy tapping in this bomb, but a 4v1, and he doesn't even get the chance to get off of it. Easy will pick him off. Aurora Youngbloods make it 16. ECSTATIC got to be kicking themselves with that. But as I said before, this means so much to the Young Academy squad. CCT playoffs. As an academy team with an average age of 18 years. I mean, that is just absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And look at the maps, right? A 16-9 win by ECSTATIC. It felt like it was going to be a 2-0, especially considering they were the favourites. You saw the odds going into Vertigo. They're massively stacked in ECSTATIC's favour. 16-8 loss on Vertigo. They just completely went out the window. And then the third and final, 16-14. I mean, unbelievable. An absolutely stacked day of Counter-Strike. It's kind of not let up, right? But it's elimination day, and you don't want anything less. Yeah, 2-1s all around the board. We've got one more game to come your way. I'm not going to be bringing you through it. I'm going to be handing it off to Vincent, I believe, the wonderful man himself. So yeah, he'll be bringing you through that action. Thank you everybody so much for sticking around though. And yeah, one more game, and we'll be deciding our entire playoffs bracket and all the teams that are being sent off. So yeah, exciting stuff. And then the playoffs to commence over the following week as well. So it's definitely one to look out for. Join us back here in about 10-15 minutes time, and we'll be